Every soul in the seen or unseen world will know that it was you who was the architect of their demise.
So Galadriel's story in season 1 very focused on hunting down Sauron. And then, of course, she came face to face with him and failed to stop him. So I just want you to talk a little bit about how that failure affects her character and her story moving forward.
Yeah, I think in season 1, Galadriel was so blinded by her personal tragedy and despair. And so she wasn't... Something I love about the elves is that they are so connected to each other, and she was kind of disconnected from them through her grief. And so her pursuit of Sauron was an individualistic kind of endeavour.
To be fair, they weren't really supporting her in a
They
quest to
weren't,
destroy Sauron,
yeah.
so she had to go on
She
her own.
was right in the worst possible way. Gutted for her on that. And now she's realising she's kind of... Her sense of kind of who she is and who she could be has been kind of thrown into... She's realised that she could be tempted, that there's a possibility of her... She can make the wrong decisions. And now she's got to learn to fight the thing she's so terrified of, despises, in a different way. There's something hopeful about her carrying on the fight.
And Sam, you're stepping into the role of Adar this season, a fan favorite from season 1. And so what kind of challenges come with keeping consistency between seasons while still making the character uniquely your own?
Yeah, I talked to JD and Patrick, the showrunners, a lot about it before we started shooting. And then I saw, only when the public did, when I watched the episodes. And I think I'd seen up to episode 6 just before we started shooting. So I think that gave me kind of enough of an understanding of Adar, and I love Joseph's performance. So we wanted to make it as seamless as possible, even though it's clearly not the same actor, but hopefully it's equally clear that it is the same character. And just to take it from there, and then story-wise, for Adar, his world is freshly thrown into disarray because of the return of Sauron. And so he has to pick it up from there. Yeah.
Do you see Adar as a true villain, or is he more of a sympathetic hero?
Yeah, well, I don't see him as a hero or a villain, but he definitely he isn't a villain. If you look at the fact that he's just trying to protect his children, and they're always at risk of wanting to be wiped out by Sauron or by the elves, or
They behave pretty badly.
They're not the best behaved children. No.
Yeah.
You blame the parents. Yeah.
Galadriel is such a character of huge depth and potential. We've seen her love for her people, her sense of justice, but is there an aspect of her character that you're eager to still explore?
Well, I'm eager for her to feel a sense of peace. And it's at the moment still feels far away for her. Something I love just about the elves is their kind of love of Middle-earth and nature and beauty. Although it's devastating what has happened to her, by being betrayed and being brought so low, I think it is igniting that part of her that sees Middle-earth, not just her revenge, as something worth fighting for. Yes, I'm really looking forward to her falling back in love and finding peace in Middle-earth.